Welcome back to another video on the channel. Some huge breaking news this morning in the tennis world. World number one, Novak Djokovic, will be heading to Australian Open. As you can see on the screen there, he's received a medical exemption and will be heading to Melbourne very, very soon. So before I get into my opinion on this news, I think it's a situation that's dragged on far too long. I think it should have been more clarity months ago, and it shouldn't be announced 2 or 3 weeks before the event. I think it's going to cloud the event somewhat and certainly give a negative reaction towards Djokovic as well. So my overall opinion and instant reaction to the very recent news is I'm shocked and surprised. I never expected Novak Djokovic to skip the Australian Open, but I thought he'd be vaccinated against COVID-19 to secure his entry into the tournament. I think I didn't expect him to receive a medical exemption. You know, players have received the Sputnik vaccine, which is a Russian vaccination, and been denied entry in the tournament. There's a few other players being denied entry in the tournament for a number of different reasons. And I put myself in the shoes of an Australian public member this morning. And I think if I was being told that you had to be vaccinated to go to sporting events and nightclubs and just keep your family safe and almost continue your daily life, and I would feel very aggrieved. You know, you can understand their frustrations, and I think it'll be very interesting to see what reception Djokovic gets in Melbourne now. Whether it's his fault or him to blame is another question. You know, last time Djokovic was in a Grand Slam in New York, after losing the final to Daniel Medvedev, he told the fans, "My heart is filled with joy, and I am the happiest man alive because you guys made me feel very special on court. You touched my soul." I think his reaction when he steps up in court in Melbourne could be very, very different. You know, that's a shame given he's 9-time champion and going for the record-breaking 21st major. And as I said, I don't think you can blame Djokovic for applying to enter the tournament. If he doesn't want to get vaccinated for whatever reason, that's up to him. And I don't think, as I say, with so much at stake and he's dominated this event in the past, it's a fantastic opportunity for him to become the greatest male player and get on top of the Grand Slam rankings. He's being granted it, so who do you blame? Do you blame the tournament officials, the Australian government, or is it a genuine exemption? Whatever that is, I think the Australian public deserve an explanation. You know, I think if they're being told to get vaccinated to continue their daily lives, then it's very difficult to see why Novak Djokovic should be allowed into the country to compete at a sporting event completely unvaccinated. If they come out and give a genuine explanation, and that appeases with the Australian fans, then fair enough, Djokovic might get a better reception. But I think there needs to be more clarity and understanding to why this decision has been made. You know, Australia's currently got around 35,000 cases a day. I think it's the record amount of totals. I've just been looking. There's a rush to get people fully vaccinated. In Australia, have had some of the toughest restrictions in the world to react and try to stop the spread of coronavirus across the world. So that's a big question. Does Djokovic have a genuine reason for the medical exemption, or does money and being the world number one and the draw that he brings to the tournament simply talk here? We might never know, but as I say, I think the Australian people deserve an explanation as to why he's been allowed in the country to compete when there's such a rush to get people vaccinated and so many tough restrictions in Australia for the past 18 months. As a genuine tennis fan, looking from the outside in, it would have been a huge shame for the world number one to miss out on the tournament. We know Djokovic is a 9-time champion in Melbourne. He brings so much to the tournament. He's excellent to watch. Tournaments are never quite the same when you don't have the likes of Rafa Nadal and Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer. I think it certainly would have harmed the event had Djokovic not been competing. He obviously goes to Melbourne as a huge, huge favourite after winning the title again last year. But it's a very interesting one. You know, if you are Australian yourself or sitting around the world watching this video, please do leave your comments on the situation in the comment section below. It's interesting to hear and see different people's opinions. If you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on it. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. I will be bringing out a lot more content during and before the Australian Open. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you on the next video.